right now, I could be listening to some Motley Crue, but instead, you know what? I'm gonna record something as I drive, which surprisingly I feel like has been pretty good. Is that crazy to say? I feel like it's been kind of good that I've been doing this. It seems like people are liking it. I don't know. That last weekly update I did was just kind of a last minute thing. Not my coworker, is it? No. I saw a Tesla. I was like, is that him? No. But as I was saying, I lost my train of thought now because I was making a left turn. What a fucking difficult endeavor that was. But as I was trying to say, I just got out of work. I feel like the driving videos have been surprisingly doing good, and that weekly update was just kind of like a throwaway sort of thing, and yet somehow it ended up being kind of amazing. So, you know what, man? Let's run it back. Well, I'm not entirely running it back. The problem I have, I would like to actually, like, record the face cam thing again, if it's, like, people want it. Holy fuck, that guy is on the wrong side of the road. That guy just turned on the complete wrong side of the road, man. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, dude, I don't like making a right on red here, so I'm not going to. But yeah, apparently people like it, so sure. You know what, I'll do it. Maybe I'll start doing it more often. The only problem is that when I get out of work for these, I am wearing my work uniform, and it says where I work, and I'm kind of trying to avoid that. And I'm not gonna lie, when I make the video that I want to make, I am gonna wear my work uniform in it. So I'm kind of like, am I going to, end up doxing myself anyway? But we'll see about that. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I don't entirely know what I'm gonna do about that. But what I will say is that I am going to make a left over here once this guy goes past. But I think I've stalled for long enough here. I wanted to talk about something that I think I started thinking about this while I was at work, and I was like, dude, this is fucking genius. Well, I haven't entirely thought of it yet. I haven't entirely thought it through yet, but I have like the most 5-head idea in the world, because one of the things I've been trying to do is trying to make myself a more interesting person to talk to, and I feel like I'm not that great at it. Oh shit, is this a speed bump? I don't think it is. No contract. Where the hell am I? Where the hell I end up? Dude, there's still snow here. Whoa. But anyways. Oh, dude, I think I'm just gonna have to, like, pop a Yui right here. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm doing a very interesting tactic to try and get in a Pokemon Go gym, and I'm gonna see if it works. I'm gonna see if it works. Let's see if it works. Oh, it is a speed hump. It would have been nice if you told me that on the other side. Anyways, it's not a bad one though. Back to what I was saying. I had this idea while I was at work because I feel like I have been just terrible at conversation, man. I just suck at conversation. And now is gonna be my moment. Nobody's behind me. Oh, let's go. I'm getting in this gym. Get me. No, I'm not putting a cricket tot in there. Snorlax it is, baby. Get him in there. Oh, fuck, my auto catcher's dying. Alright, so anyways, back to what I was saying. now that I got that out of the way, I had this idea to try and make myself a little better at conversation, because I feel like the way the conversations always go is they start out, it'll be something like, you know, hi person, and then it'll be like, hi Teddy, and then after that, one of us, either me or the other person, will say, how are you? And then if they ask me, I'll be like, good. And they'll be like, if I say, like, you know, how are you? They'll be like, good. And then that's kind of the end of the conversation. That's kind of where it ends. Sometimes maybe it extends itself a little bit, but very, very rarely. And I've really been thinking about those conversations a lot, because it just feels like there's a lot of untapped potential there. Even if it's just, it doesn't have to be something crazy, but just something that makes me go, I got this. Because at the moment, it kind of just makes me, like, every time I have one of those conversations, I just feel kind of like shit afterwards. I'm like, I probably could have talked to them more, but like the conversation just ended, and now I'm just kind of like, well, conversation's over. That's it. It's just, and good is such a nothing answer too, because I remember, oh shit, what the hell, was that a bunny? What was that? Is that a squirrel? What was that? It just fucking ran across the road, man. But, it just feels like a very nothing answer. Because, for example, right? When I was at my second week of work, certain things were happening that made me a little sad. And guess what, dude? Guess what? Every time somebody asked me, hey, how are you? I would say, good. I'm gonna go this way. Fuck it, dude. Fuck it, dude. I'm going this way. Let's go. But I would say I was good when literally every morning and every night I was like crying my eyes out, man. And I would still show up every day at work with a smile and be like, yeah, I'm good. And I feel like part of that is that whenever I'm in like the presence of some other person, I always just feel like much happier. So there's like times where I've kind of had like an week and I get to my therapist and she's like, how are you? And I'm like, good. But then I'm thinking after, I'm like, I'm not really good. Why am I saying that? And so this kind of brings me to the main point that I really wanted to speak about, which is that I feel like it's such a cop-out to just say that you're good. Because what the fuck does it mean? It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. And so this is kind of where the challenge thing comes in. Because I've been thinking, maybe I should try to challenge myself to get myself to stop saying I'm fucking good, because it's such a shitty answer. It's such a shitty answer. So, what my plan now is is simply that I'm just not gonna be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna intentionally get myself to not say good anymore for like a week. Or maybe more, I don't know. But I'm gonna really try to catch myself every time I'm in one of those situations and just not do that. Because every day I'm working with my good coworker, he comes, says, how are you? And I say, good. There's been a couple times, like there was the other week when I was going through a lot of stuff, I told him, terrible. It's like, wait, what? And then I didn't really elaborate on it much. But point is that I think it's good. See what I did there? I think it's good to stop saying good. So I think it's kind of my plan. I'm gonna get myself to stop saying it and start trying to actually like be, I don't want to say like honest, but that's like kind of the only thing I can really think of, like being honest about where I am mentally and whatever. Because I feel like that partially gets you to be a more interesting person in a conversation, because it feels like saying good is just kind of fake. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I'm gonna claim my shiny Keldeo right now. We're claiming a shiny Keldeo live. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's rufflets in the trees. Oh my god. Oh my god, there it is. Oh my god. The funniest part is you can't even see it. Can't even fucking see it. Oh, it's so funny. But I feel like saying good is such a fake answer. And it's such a nothing answer, and I feel like it just kind of ends the conversation. I don't know if I feel like I talked about this in another video, I can't remember. But I talked about how I felt like, okay, moment of truth. Wow. It's so dog shit. Wow. Yay. Dude, I fucking can't, bro. I can't. At least I thought I'd get to finish those stupid research. Back to what I was saying. I've been trying to really just stop being so bad at conversations. Stop being fuck, I like lost my train of thought before. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I don't remember. But ultimately, I think if I can just get myself to stop saying things that make me not interesting and stop just being fake. Oh, you know, I remember what I was going to say now. It feels like I get into a conversation, for example, that, right? It's like, hi, hi. And then immediately following that, it's like I enter this conversation, I'm like, yeah, I'm in this conversation. Then immediately all I want to do is like get out. And I am like taking steps to actively like get out of the conversation. And I'm thinking, why am I doing this? Like, shouldn't I want to talk to people? But I'm like, oh, time to leave the conversation. It's like, I should be trying to talk to people. It's so dumb to do that. So I'm trying to make myself someone who's more interesting to talk to, and somebody who talks more and like elaborates more about their life, because I feel like there are some people I know a decent amount about, but then they don't really know that much about me. And so they just kind of think like, well, he's, he's like a nice guy, he works in the deli. And that's kind of it. And there was a video that I ended up scrapping because I was driving during it, and I felt like I wasn't really doing anything other than commentating on my driving for like 80% of it. But I basically talked about how I didn't really want to be viewed as just like a nice guy anymore, because when you're just a nice guy, like, you have no quality. You have no qualities other than just being a nice guy. And it's like nobody actually cares about a nice guy. People will say that. People will be like, "Oh yeah, that guy's a really nice guy." But it's like they're not like, this person is interesting to talk to. This person's fun to hang out with. They're just like, this person's a nice guy. So I think I would rather be someone who people actually care about and want to talk to than just like, yeah, this guy's a nice guy. So that's kind of my philosophy on things. And maybe it's incorrect a little bit or something. I'm not sure. But my point is that I just feel like if I can get myself to be a little more interesting in conversation and not just have the default answer of good, maybe that'll open the path for more stuff, Like, imagine if I just had something really good happen to me or something, right? I can't really think of an example. But I don't know. I just found $500 on the street or something. And someone's like, "Hey, how are you?" I'll be like, "Pretty great." I just found $500 on the street or something like that. Or even just pretty great. Makes people go, "Oh, huh. Well, he must be in like a really good mood. I wonder why." And that kind of opens the door for conversation. Or if it's like, I just lost $500 on the street. It's like, well, wasn't great today. And then people will be like, well, shit, I wonder what happened. That's kind of what I'm going for, I'm thinking. And I don't know how well it's going to work. Fuck, it just crossed my mind now. There was stuff I was supposed to buy at work and I didn't buy it. Because I was like, I'm just going to leave. Fuck. So stupid. Whatever, I'll buy it on Monday. I have a lunch break on Monday. It's fine. I'll buy it on Monday. But yeah. I think personally that I would probably like in the future to just start doing that, because I think that like kind of plants the seed to create more interesting conversation, to make me look like a more interesting person, instead of just kind of being this robot that's always good. Because it's like, dude, I'm telling people I'm good when like my soul is fucking crushed, dude. I'm telling people I'm good when I'm literally in like physical pain. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I essentially lying? And the answer is just to fucking get out of conversation, which is stupid. So I would like to stop doing that. Hopefully. Shit happens. But at the moment, that's kind of where I'm at. We'll see. We'll see where things go. But that is what my challenge is going to be. Do not fucking default to that answer. Just take a second to think about it and come up with something that is not good. Because I'm tired of being fucking good. And I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be fucking difficult, man. Like, I feel like there are so many other things that would be fucking easier than just not saying the default answer of good when somebody asks me how I am. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I hope it doesn't end up being fucking complete failure. It's like tomorrow I get there, people are like, how are you? I'm gonna be like, good. And I'll be like, fuck. I don't know. I guess even in that instance, right? If I start talking to this person and they're like, oh, how are you? I'm like, good. Fuck. They're gonna be like, what happened? So maybe even that could open the door, man. I don't know. I just feel like this is the best way to go about things here. To stop being such a dumbass. Also, while I'm on the topic, or while I'm just rambling, dude, I was like looking at League for the first time in a while, and I was looking at like League esports, and dude, I can't believe so fucking Lion is representing NA, which I find very funny, to be honest. And then, um, and then somehow G2 has just like 3-0'd two Korean teams, which like I was looking at that like I don't even remember what it's like, Fear X or whatever roster. I saw Vikla, I saw Kellen, I was like, bro, people were like freaking out about it. I mean, maybe like I don't know, maybe it was a big upset, but like I just look at that on paper, I'm like, dude, I feel like G2 farms that, but like at the same time, this is also kind of like a weak G2 or whatever, so I don't know. But then I saw that, dude, they 3-0 Gen G, and it's like, what? What the fuck? And every time I just see, I like go back to League every once in a while, I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? And then apparently, like, LEC was gonna go online or some shit. Like, they're just gonna shut down the studio and everything. Like, what the fuck? Holy. I don't know, bro. I stopped playing League of Legends. I stopped watching League of Legends now. I'm done with League of Legends. I'm good. I'm thinking about dude, I'm thinking about selling my account. I have like $2,000 worth of skins, man. I gotta get some value out of that. But I don't know. We'll see. See what happens. With that. But I am going to try and challenge myself to I'm gonna try and challenge myself to not default to good. That's the goal. And I don't know if it's gonna work, but what I do know is I want to go home. So I think I'm gonna start getting out of here, and I'm gonna go home. Let's go home. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Oh man. At least I don't have to work tomorrow. So that should be interesting. Be more interesting than me right now. Because all I can say is that I'm good. Even when I'm fucking not, bro. I still can't get over my second week being there, dude. I'm crying my eyes out every day. And then I get there and people are like, how are you? And I'm like, good. I can't get over that, man. Like, what the fuck was I doing? What was I doing? But then, I don't know. I feel like also, when you're in that situation, right, you don't want to be like, you know, it's been kind of shit lately. Because then, like, people just feel shit. There was one guy today who was, he was talking about this girl that I think he's like a teacher or whatever, and he knew her. And she's like 26 or something right now. And he's like, oh, how are you? And he's saying, how are your folks? And then she was like, my dad just died last month, something like that, or my dad passed away last month, and he was like, I've never been more embarrassed in my life, and I just felt like horrible. And I was just like, fuck, man. That's rough. But I think also I hear that and I'm just like, I guess it's not great to like bring down a conversation like that, but I mean, I don't know. I guess it kind of makes you look more human, right? Maybe it's not great like when you're catching up with somebody. It's like, oh, I haven't seen this person in a year. Let me you know, uh let me just bring down the conversation a lot, just be like, oh yeah, I like broke up with my girlfriend and I broke my arm and I have like terminal cancer or something like. I'm probably not gonna like lay it on them like that or something, but it's like when I see a coworker that I see frequently, probably not the worst thing to kind of just show a little bit of like human. I don't know. So yeah, I think that's most of what I've got to say. I think I'm gonna go in the house now so I can go eat something and do stuff with the rest of my night. Dude, fuck, man, I really almost don't want to upload the video I'm gonna upload today, but I'm gonna upload it anyway. It's the one about it's the one about the weird dream I had. I don't wanna upload it because I was looking back, I was like, dude, this is kind of fucking it's kind of embarrassing. But I'm gonna do it, I think. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think I am gonna try to do maybe face cam videos or something. I don't know. But it's just, man, they take more effort. Maybe I shouldn't care. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna get out of here. It's been like 30 minutes. So yeah, I guess that's it.